Cardano, a little XRP action going on here. You can see XRP did exactly what we thought. It did exactly what we thought. If it couldn't break to the upside from here, what we were watching for 3, 4, 5 days up here, it broke that. It got rejected again by that 37 cents. It finally broke that 200-day in green, and it came all the way down near the supply zone. And now what it's going to do after this little consolidation, it's going to either break down and come back in completely to the supply zone, local, regional supply zone at 30 to 32 cents, or you might dip. Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing in another morning update, and we're going to get into AGIX here. You can see it got harshly rejected by the 200-day moving average up there in green, which was a target. Old Vincenzo in a weekend video, I believe last Sunday, predicted a 56.69 to 126% pump, and from the support line, that resistance line that it broke, it pumped about 66%, but from its bottom, it was about an 80 or 90% pump, right? So it was a good call by Vincenzo. And AGIX looks to be a major player with its blockchain, with its technology and its protocols that it has. And I think it's going to be a major player in the future AI, how you're going to have self-driving automated cars. Everything's moving towards automation. There's going to be automated servers, automated cooks, automated hamburger flippers, automated now in some high-end, very top-notch, exclusive hotels. Your room service is done via robot now, right? So AI and artificial intelligence is going to take over the technology space over the next 15 to 20 years, and it's going to fundamentally change the way you live on a day-to-day basis. And AGIX and Singularity looks to be a key player as they get involved into this, right? And as we look at some of the key things to note with exploring the utility of Singularity Net and AGIX token, right? So Singularity, the technology is the very important part of this. The value and power of artificial intelligence is growing dramatically each year and will soon dominate the internet as well as the economy as a whole. However, AI tools today are fragmented by a closed development environment, most developed by one company to perform one task, and there is no way to plug two tools together, which is a big problem. Singularity Net aims to become the key protocol for networking, which is huge. Singularity Net aims to become the key protocol for networking, AI, machine learning tools to form a coordinated artificial general intelligence, right? You see that? Coordinated artificial general intelligence, right? To accomplish this, Singularity Net platforms must be powered by a utility token that is tailored to enable its core functionality. The Singularity Net token AGIX is structured to enable 4 key mechanisms: transactions, settlements, incentives, and number 1, transaction. Singularity Net is an open source protocol and collection of smart contracts for a decentralized market of coordinated AI services. Within this framework, the benefits of AI become a global commons infrastructure for the benefit of all. Anyone can access AI tech or become a stakeholder in its development. Anyone can add the AI machine learning service to Singularity's network to use by the network and receive network payment tokens in exchange. Right, the network will be able to interface with multiple, very important, multiple blockchains and network infrastructures. The AGIX token allows AI agents and customers to transact in a streamlined manner, regardless of what the underlying technology they use. Flexible network capabilities make it possible to create I don't know what that word is. I apologize. Whatever. AI agents, collaboration, agreements, and failure recovery methods, meaning they can find lost data as far as I can see by that. Scalability. Singularity Net will securely host both private and public contracts, so more scalable and resilient applications can be built on top of it with near zero transaction cost. Data sovereignty and privacy, very important, privacy and freedom. That's why they're using the word sovereignty. User data control and sharing comes with private enabled controls on top of the network, and access is validated through smart contracts and the blockchain, right? This is going to be a very important token and very important technology as the AI, artificial intelligence, just gets integrated more and more and more into your everyday life. You now see at the stores when you go in, certain ones. I have a local store down where I'm at where it's just got a robot. It doesn't look like a robot like you're thinking of. It's just a scan moving instrument. It's about 3 feet high. It's on wheels, and then it's got like a arc, right? And then connected to the arc is like a crossbar that goes up and down on that arc, and it's got a computer, and it's scanning the shelves, right, to see if things need to be pulled forward from the back, if shelves need to be restocked, what inventory is getting low, and then it sends it back to a computer where the workers can now more efficiently go and stock the shelves. But that's going to be more and more, and pretty soon it's going to be robots stock. The technology is going to be endless, and it's going to get more and more and more advanced exponentially each year, quicker and quicker, and more mass adopted as a lot of the labor starts to get phased out for more efficient, more productive means via artificial intelligence, right? That's just the way it is. It's just the way of the future. And the technologies that and companies that have that technology that are going to be utilized, like Singularity May, is very important to pay attention to, as there's a growing a marketplace coming into the future, which you can see in the current technical analysis on AGIX, is we got rejected by the 200-day moving average, and now we're sitting down at the bottom part of that little orange support zone, which is the major volume traded area. When you're below that, you're very bearish, right? And then you're going to have a lot of overhead resistance, right? And you're going to actually come down and trade to where we thought we were, coming down here to retest. I like my green one. Where I think it's going to come down on what we've been waiting for since it got rejected up here. Why does that look so small now? It doesn't stand out as much when it's in white, does it? But we've been waiting for the price action to maybe trade back down to here, this major lower support, right? Down there at about the 0.033 cent level. And that is your lower support from the falling channel that you attempted to break out of. And this is where I think the price action in AGIX is going next. I think it's going to trade back down into here at that level down there. And then you can see if it can try to bounce and hold and maybe move back up, because if it can't hold that area, if we zoom out to the 3-hour time frame, 3-hour time frame, if it can't hold that, this is the area that we're talking about. I have it way over there, the 0.036, because if it can't hold that, this price would probably very quickly fall back down to major lower support down here at about the 2.25 cent, just above the 2 cent level, right? So that's what you're looking at, because that's your falling channel lower support, and your major lower support when you were in the channel. What you're trying to hold now is your old support, or your old resistance, when it was resistance. Now it's trying to flip it to new support right here. That's why you need to hold this critical level, to try to hold it as new support, to try to bounce up and continue up in this little bit of a bull market that it was in. If not, you would fall down here really quick in an up and down action. It wouldn't take very long to get all the way back down here to start trading into this channel again, right? So that's what we're watching out for. This next, how it interacts with this 0.036 level in AGIX. If we go to DAPPT, it's another one that we called beautifully that I was going to get rejected up here in this red support, this red resistance zone. That's why we were saying last weekend, don't buy up here playing a big pump. If you were going to try to play a pump, you can see it's starting to trade back up a little bit from yesterday. But we were signaling, we circled this yesterday. I don't like that little blue line there. We're going to get rid of that. And that would be up here. Oops. Come on, get up now. Settings. Where would this one be? This bitch. Nope, that's not lit. Oh, that's my crosshairs. I don't really like that. Yeah, I don't like the crosshairs. We're going to have to get rid of that. Kind of gets in my way. Settings. Crosshairs. We're just going to dim that down to nothing for right now. There we go. Kind of gets in my way when I'm using my drawing tool. Oh, they're still there. It'd be nice if I had the crosshairs when it was there, but like we were talking about yesterday, why is it still there? I want them out of there. Well, there was some dead air there while I was thinking what was going on. We're going to have to figure out that later. I don't have time for this. That's the only one that I see that it could be, because I don't have anything else on there that's text. That's crosshairs. Whatever. We'll figure that out later. But you can see, like we were talking about yesterday, with this very annoying blue line in there, that when it bounced down yesterday, this was getting into a favorable area where you could buy, right? All in this area was favorable areas where you could buy based on prior price action, where it got supported down there. And this is what we were waiting for in DAP when the price was up here, was for it to come all the way down there and retest this lower support level as a spot where, if you're thinking it's going to play the current pattern that it was in, if we zoom out to the 4-hour time frame, the current pattern that you were in, let's actually zoom out a little bit longer to the daily time frame, was down here in green. You buy that support level and then you sell it off up here at major upper resistance, right? This major volume area was sell pressure, sell pressure, sell pressure, sell pressure, sell pressure, sell pressure. And when the price was over here last weekend, we said it could pump into this red area, but that's too risky because it should quickly reverse like it did here, and back there. And then we said the area, if you're trying to play the current pattern to buy, would be down here, where the price was yesterday when we seen it down there after the fall last night. Anywhere from this area right here at the 0.0005287 down to this lower support 4989 is the area you buy to try to play one of these big pumps, like you're trying to play here, 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 and now, right? If you think it's going to hold and continue the pattern. But the downside is if you look at what's going on here, this is more like a bear flag here. So you could say this is the flagpole, right? This is the flag. Bring it to the point of a breakout, and you would see you'd be getting down all the way down here in a catastrophic fall down to this lower level that we have, approaching the all-time low at 0.0003162, right? So that's what we're watching out for right now in DAP. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love. Peace and love.